Door.
Have a seat, please.
Shut the door.
Okay, first of all, thank you all for the presentations, being in, and for the week as well. In different ways, you all had successes and you all had a few failures as well. And that's part of the learning curve. Okay. We didn't expect you guys to all come in today or this week and be a manager, be the perfect manager, getting onto that role. It's a 4-week development, and that's what the whole point of this course is. So, okay, make yourselves up. Just do the first week. Okay. For the managers who remain, you'll have one grouped task next week as well, and that is to arrange a night out for all of us managers on next Thursday after work. So we'll leave here about 6. Whatever you decide to do is completely up to you guys. You'll be given the budget, but there'll be a chance for you guys to bond with the management team as well, so we can decide which person's going to fit in best, which is an important part of the team.
So it's just for the managers?
Just for the managers.
Is that including
yeah. So you guys
yeah,
as well.
in the competition.
Okay. The next stage is to go through the person who's going to be sort of joining us and next week, and people are going to be leaving us. Okay. We'll go through person by person. Start with you, Amanda, since you're on the end. I appreciate that you had a couple of disadvantages this week. First of all, you didn't have the task until Monday. You were late into the team, but these 3 guys had also been on a team leader course for about a month before that. You didn't have that either. So considering all those things were taking place, I think you did fairly well. I want to see more visual stuff from you in the future if you remain part of the competition. I also, similar to Paula, and the same probably goes for you, I want to see more fire, I want to see louder, more energy. It's great to be calm, it's great to be friends with your staff and all that kind of stuff, but friendship does not get you results. Okay, so I want to see more fire from the both of you should you remain in the competition. Chris, massive advantage for you is that you had probably the best team, I think, out of the 4 teams. There's 1 or 2 guys in the team who are phenomenal at what they do on the phones, which made your job a little bit easier. However, having said that, your theme was good. You kept the theme all week. The guys really appreciated the fact that going through the ranks, it was something a little bit quirky, something a little bit different. It was innovation. Okay, you got some fantastic results, which we really can't look over. 5% on any given day on reactivation and cross-sell is phenomenal. And yeah, something that really should be applauded. So well done for that. Presentation. 1 or 2 things happened. Either you were arrogant and didn't listen to the advice that you were given, or 2, you just didn't read what was in front of you. I had a chat with Kate before, and we were pretty confident that it was clear enough for everybody to go through and do the presentation when it was designed. Don't let your ego get in the way. You've got the capability of being very, very good. Okay, but use the people around you. Don't do it all yourself. You can't do it all yourself. Right? You need to learn from that. Yeah. Should you remain in the competition. Okay. Louise, the difference between you and the other 3 at the moment is you've gone in and pitched yourself as a team manager. Okay, the other 3 are still working as part of a team leader type person, doing some kind of the management responsibilities. But you've gone out and set your stall out right away. In fact, you've actually risked alienating one of your staff members by doing so in Kirsty. Okay, which at this stage hasn't backfired, but it may backfire in the future. Whatever happens in this competition, you need to make sure 2 things. 1, that you can go back into the environment should you not be the team manager and still work successfully. But 2, you need to make sure that you're not stoking yourself up too high, that you come in as a team manager, that you're still part of that team, you're still sort of leading them as an individual and as a group of people. Don't put yourself up too high, don't lose touch with those 3 guys on your team. Okay, if you do so, then you won't win the competition. Okay. Yeah. Having said that, you're safe and you can leave the boardroom.
Thank you.
Well done.
Good luck.
The next one was very, very difficult, to be honest with you. I said to you guys before, I think Louise had done the best this week, if I'm being perfectly honest. She listened to the brief, she understood the brief probably the best out of the 4 people. Not to say that her lead is unassailable, there's a different brief next week and a completely different set of rules next week. So it's not to say that she'll be in touch at the fan. But having said that, Paula, you're also safe, you can leave the boardroom. Well done. So come down to you 2. Okay, Amanda, disadvantaged by lack of experience and all kind of stuff, and I think you probably use that as a little bit of an excuse this week, whether you meant to or not. You always have that as a backup plan, that things didn't go well. I had the weekend I didn't prepare for, I haven't had a team leader experience. And Chris, you just blew the presentation. I'm not going to lie to you, mate. And we were very, very disappointed.
I was disappointed in myself.
I appreciate that. Chris, between you and Amanda in the same competition, why should it be you?
I think I've still got an awful lot to offer. I've got the experience that can help me, develop into the manager that you're looking for. Also, the criticism and feedback that I've received today regarding the presentation, quite happily take it on the chin. And I know that if I do get through to next week, then I've got that tool there to use, the feedback from yourselves, where I can put it into practice, and hopefully, go further in the competition.
Amanda, why should it be you?
I believe I've got more to offer. I believe that I'll be able to advance into more of a team manager role, putting aside my staff and trying to help them, but also containing that barrier where I am above them, which is a situation that I've never done before, but I know I can do. I'm also looking forward to the new challenges. It is a learning curve, I do appreciate that, but I'm willing to learn and work hard and try to get to my goals.
Chris, what was the biggest learning you had from today, listening to us giving you feedback?
Just to make sure that I am doing the correct things. I mean, I think I went off on my own tangent maybe, because I am a more sort of methodical, analytical person from background in the previous roles I've had, particularly as an accountant, with figures and statistics and charts and things like that. So, I mean, with that in mind, I know this, that if I were to go to the next week, I can take that on board and change the direction to what you're looking for yourself.
And Amanda, if you're in the competition next week, you won't have the disadvantages and all that stuff. There won't be any excuses. Have you got it into list your game enough to compete with the other three guys?
I believe I can compete with the other three guys. I have the ability and the capabilities to put everything that I've learned this week into practice into next week, and also bring on the new roles that is required.
Okay, we made a decision, guys, and it wasn't easy. But Chris, you're safe for me. You can leave the boardroom.
Thank you.
Amanda,
Yeah.
you're also safe. We decided not to make an elimination this week, and to give you the benefit of the doubt that you were at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
You've got a long way to catch up on these guys,
Yeah.
and I suggest you use the weekend wisely.
Yeah, I will.
So you've been given another week to prove yourself.
All right.
Congratulations, well done this week.
Thanks a lot.
You may leave the boardroom.
Well, thank you.